basically in my batch, I have just finished chapter number 1, like the batch which I will be adding you, right? In statistics, we have finished first and this collection of data we have finished.
Okay.
We just started this one, microeconomics. Introduction we have finished. Today we are going to start with the central problems. Okay, so you can be a part of this so that, at least you have, like, it will be a recap for you. Okay, so once we are done with till here, like PPC and all that, then we will be starting with this one, organization of data. So it will be a fresh start for you. Fine.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Ashraf. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you. How are you?
I'm also good. Okay, so you have, like, I have one more student with, like, in this batch.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Like, she's actually in the accounts class also.
Okay, so you already knew each other. Okay. So now let's just start, students. We were doing central problems. So just giving a quick recap. Okay. Because for Kashika, it's new. So Ashraf, you have already done that, but we will just give a recap. Okay. So first
Okay,
of all,
ma'am.
the very first term that comes to our mind is economy. Ma'am, what is this economy? Right? So economy is basically, it's a framework within which the economic activities of production, consumption, and capital formation take place. Like, this is a framework, right? For example, if you are in India, right, everything you will be doing within this framework, this boundary, that will be considered in Indian economy. Okay. But for example, this is America or Australia. So whatever you will be doing in Australia, that will be considered as Australian economy, right? So economy is a framework, and within that, you will be performing all these activities like production, consumption, capital formation, all this. Now, there's a second term, economics. Okay. So economics, first of all, if in one word, generally I ask, you say, ma'am, this is a subject, right? So subject, in 10th grade, we had subjects like SSC, social science. In that, we have different branches like history, civics, economics, geography, and all that. So economics is a branch of social science which studies human behavior in relation to wants and scarce resources. So basically, the thing is that in our country, in every economy, you don't have unlimited resources. You have very limited resources. There is a scarcity of resources, right? Plus, for example, this is a piece of wood. From this piece of wood, you can produce millions of things. Like, you can produce bed, you can produce pen, you can produce chair, lot of things, right? But the problem is that you have only one piece of wood. So you cannot produce all the resources. You have to decide which is the requirement for you, right? At this point of time. For example, you want to sleep. So at that time, you will choose bed. For example, tomorrow is your exam. You want to study, you will choose pen, right? So according to your current situation, you will choose which resource is utmost priority for you. Okay. So in this, all this we studies like how behavior human behaves. Like, I have want, I need everything, but some of my want are something which I need to satisfy then and now, but some of the wants I can postpone. So in this economics, we study all this. Then economic problem. So what is this economic problem? Economic problem over here says that when you have to make a choice, like here also you have different alternative available, you have to make a choice, right? So that is called economic problem. The problem of making a choice among different alternative available is called economic problem. Okay. So when you have different choices, alternatives, and you have to make a choice that which one is correct for me or which one is my priority right now, that basically the process of making a choice, that is my problem right now, that I have to make a choice. Okay, that is economic problem. Now central problem, see, a problem you got, but center means that everybody is facing, right? Center means this. So no matter where you live, you also face the problem. You. That's why it is in center. Everybody is orienting this, right? So the common problem which have been faced by all the economic are known as central problem of an economy, right? So there's a common problem which everybody faces. Like, no matter whether you are in developed country or in developing country, you will be facing these problems. That is known as central problems. Okay. Now, there are basically three problems: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Clear? Getting it? Kashika, you are getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, before studying all this problem, The question is, ma'am, why these central problems are arising? Like, why? I am a developed country, but still I have these problems. Why? So the reason is, first, scarcity of resources. So you know that you don't have abundance of resources. There is very limited resources. So you have to make a choice. Yes, that what choices you need to make. So that's why. But remember one thing, anything which doesn't have any demand, that you will not say they are scarce. For example, you have 10 apples. Until and unless you don't know the demand, you can't say this is scarce, it is a scarcity or not, right? For example, only 5 people are demanding. So this is not scarce. But in case 50 people are demanding, then there is a scarcity of apple, right? So the first reason is there is a scarcity of resources. That's why the central problem or the economic problem arises. Second, wants are unlimited. So it's a human psychological behavior that, for example, right now it's like I want to eat chocolate. So I ordered 100 chocolate. I ate them. But is it my behavior that today I ate 100 chocolate, from tomorrow I will not eat chocolate? Definitely not. Today I ate, maybe tomorrow not, but day after tomorrow again I can have the cravings for chocolates, right? So wants are unlimited. So for example, I got chocolate, then I'll feel like that I want to eat pizza. Once I got pizza, then I feel like that I want to do this. So human wants are recurring. As soon as your one wants gets satisfied, another wants takes place. Right? It's not like that I got this, now I will not demand anything. No. It's a human psychological behavior. But some of the wants are basic, like the food, water, shelter, they are basic. But some of the want grow with our income. For example, earlier I had scooty, right? I was earning normal. But now I basically am earning good. So I will go to four-wheelers instead of two-wheelers. So it's like I was the same thing. Now I have to reach a destination. I was using my scooty, right? But now I feel like I want a luxury feel. I bought a car. So some of the wants are basic, like the food, water, shelter, these are basics. But some of our wants increases with our income, right? And third is resource have alternative uses. So you have to make a choice which one you want. Because you don't have abundance of resources, so you have, and the resources have alternative uses. So you have to make a choice. Then wants differ in intensity. So all the wants are not of equal intensity. I am earning 100 rupees. I have a dream that I will buy a car, right? Also, I have to pay my college fees, for example. So which one I will choose right now? Of course, paying college fees. Why? Because that was highly intensive and that need to be fulfilled immediately. But this one, buying the car, it can be postponed, right? So this is what. So these are the reasons because of which central problem or the economic problem arises. Clear? Scarcity of resources, wants are unlimited, resources have alternative uses, and wants differ in intensity. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, features of human wants. First of all, what are the human wants? If I say they are unlimited, they differ in intensity, they are recurring. Okay. Then features of resources, they are limited, they have alternative uses. Okay, so I think Ashraf, you haven't wrote, right? This one I think we didn't discuss.
No.
This one. Okay. So you will start from here, both of you. In my class, basically, Kashika, I
Actually, ma'am,
am teaching. Yes.
actually, I have to start from resources of alternative uses.
You have to start from here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We ended the class. So Kashika, you can also leave 2 pages. I think 2 pages are more than enough. And you can also start.
Ma'am, okay, nothing, ma'am.
Yes, you want to say something, Ashraf?
No, like, I was like just trying to help, like, not 2 pages, 1.5 is enough.
Yes, 1.5 page, but you don't know her writing.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe like even she can do the things in 1 page or maybe 2 pages. So leaving extra space is okay, but leaving less space is not good,
Good
right?
point.
Yeah, and also Ashraf, if possible, just help her out with the notes also in case.
Okay.
How would you? Okay, I'll ask her to take the screenshot. Okay. Okay, so you people can note it down. Okay, and let me know once you are done. Okay, so be very quick. Okay,
Okay.
my class, I'll teach, then I'll give you 5 minutes to note it down. So don't worry that When I'm teaching, no need to rush.
Okay.
Listen to me when I'm teaching. When you are writing, just read it side by side so that in case any line is not clear, you can ask me then and there. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I have finished it.
Okay, Ashraf. Like you have finished this one. Again, can I scroll?
Just like one last time.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you show that?
Oh, sorry.
It's Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Finished, both of you? Kashika, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now let's just start one by one. Central problem, what to produce and in what quantity. So first of all, see, sometimes what happens, they ask you the entire question for 4 marks. Like what are central problem, explain. Okay, but sometimes they give you the one question. Okay, like explain what to produce and in what quantity for 3 marks. So in case if they give you this question, for 4 marks, then first of all, you will write the definition of this. Yes. And then till here only you have to write. But in case if they give you particular what to produce only, then you have to give the example as well. Clear? Got my point? How to answer? Yes. If
Yes.
there is an entire question, like what are central problem, and you have to explain all the three, then this much is enough. Only no need to give the example at that time. But if they ask you specifically that what is what to produce, then you have to give the example as well, because that is for 3 marks. Clear? Again, I've explained, so in case you didn't get the first one. Okay. Now, the thing is, ma'am, what to produce? Okay. So, what to produce over here is, first of all, there is another name. See, everybody has a nickname, right? Maybe like everybody has a nickname. Some of their friends call them by their name, family members, right? In school, they have something else. In office, they have something, right? So, similarly, the problem which is what to produce and in what quantity, it also has a problem. It has a, it also has a nickname. So first thing, this is also called the problem of allocation of resources, right? Allocation means locating them. Okay. So what is the name? Tell me. What is the another name of what to produce?
Allocation of resources.
Yes. Okay. So now in this, what you have to do basically, you have to select. Now what to produce is basically you are asking like, now what will I produce, right? So you have to select the good, right? Now the question is, ma'am, why we are selecting the good? As all the goods cannot be produced because resources are limited, right? So you have to select like from that piece of wood, whether you will produce bed, you will produce chair, or you will produce pen, right? Why you have to make a choice? Because you cannot produce all of them because resources are limited. Therefore, a choice has to be made in order to decide what good has to be produced. Okay. Once you are done that, okay, I will be producing bed. Now, according to the public demand, see, not everybody over here is demanding bed, right? Some of them would be demanding pen. But once you decided that you will produce bed, you have to decide their quantity. So after a decision has been taken on type of good, okay, quantities of these goods should be decided because resources are limited, right? You cannot produce, of course, you have a piece of wood. So from here also, you cannot produce millions of bed, right? So that's why. So once you have decided what you will produce, you have to decide how much you have to produce, like how many goods you need to produce. Clear? The first problem is clear, what to produce?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tashika, you are getting it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's just come to the example. So what choice you have to make? So first of all, for example, you have to make a choice. This is between, okay, consumption good and capital good. So I have to basically choose whether to produce consumption good, like the ones which we consume, we eat, like wheat, and consume means we wear and all that, clothes, right? Capital goods are like machine, tools, and all that. So I have to make a decision whether to produce consumption good or a capital good. Okay. Second, next, you have to produce civil goods or defense goods. Sorry. Defense good. Okay. Civil good means for the civil people, like the local people, and defense means for the army people. So you have to make a good, like for example, for civil people, you will produce watch, shoes, all that. For defense people, you will produce gun, fighter, aircraft, and all that. So therefore, you have to make a choice. It's not always compulsory that you have to make a choice between consumption and capital. No. It can be between consumption and some other as well. But this is just an example that you have to make a choice between consumption good or the capital good, civil good or the defense good. Fine? Yes? Is it clear? So
Yes.
do you want me to explain it again? Once again, you want me to repeat?
No.
Okay, Ashraf?
No, ma'am, still.
Now coming to the second problem, how to produce. Okay, see, when for example, I want to do something, either I can hire labor or I can use machine. Yes. So how to produce is, of course, first thing, whenever you are studying a problem, you have to first name it. So this is also called the problem of choice of technique of production. So what is the another name? Problem of choice of technique of production. So which technique you will use? So there are basically two techniques. Labor intensive, where you will use more of labor and less of capital. Capital means machine. Okay. And capital intensive technique, here you will use more of capital, more of machine and less of labor. Okay. So a choice has to be made whether to use labor intensive technique or capital intensive technique or a combination of both in order to produce maximum. Your main goal is to produce maximum. So therefore you have to make a choice whether to use labor intensive, capital intensive or the mixture of both. Clear? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, for example, if you have to produce wheat, land may be cultivated with large amount of labor and less machine. Alternatively, the same output may be obtained by less labor and more machines. Therefore, the problem to decide which method is best for production arises. Fine? Done? So over here you can see the wheat, you can do cultivation with the help of labor as well as with the help of machine like tractors and all that. So you have to make a decision now. So that's a problem. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shika?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, clear? Okay, now
Yes.
the next one, for whom to produce, right? See, not everybody will be demanding bed now. So you cannot produce every, and once you produce something, you need to distribute it. For example, you produced bed, you sold that. The people who were engaged in producing that bed, you have to give them salary as well, right? So this is also called the problem of distribution of national income among the factor of production. Clear? So this problem deals with determining the final consumer of the good produced. So over here you decide who is the final consumer of this. As the resource is scarce in economy, it is difficult to cater all the section of the society, right? So you are distributing it. So that's why it is known as problem of distribution of national income among the factor of production. Okay. Over here you cannot produce for everybody, right? Because the population is too high, right? And you have scarce resources. So therefore you have to select for which society you have to. For example, you produced AC, right? So over here you will target the rich people. Okay, but for example, you produce fan. So you will target the poor people. Okay, for example, you have coolers and all that. So you like middle class family, right? So this is what basically it works like, the target group. Okay. Now, for example, essential goods and services are in demand for all sections of society, right? Essential good, everybody knows. Water, no matter whether you are rich, you are poor or middle class, you have a requirement of water. But only certain section of society have a demand for luxury commodities. At the same time, choice of goods and services rest on the prevalent taste and preferences in an economy. See, it's not always that middle class will always go for coolers and all that. They can also go for AC if they have a taste, right? So hence, consideration regarding a social economic condition of a country or a market are highly pertinent to this problem. So you have to consider that you are basically producing for whom? Who is your target audience, right? So that's an example. Clear? But remember one thing, essential goods and services you will produce for everybody, right? No matter who they are, like the poor people or the rich people or the middle class. Okay? No matter whether they are the defense people or the civil people, everybody requires water, right? Everybody requires food. So you will produce that for everyone. No, you will not say you are from defense, so sorry, we will not give you. No. Everybody requires food, right? So these are the things. So you will now start writing from here. Central problem. I'll scroll it down once you are done. Priyanka, you joined too early. Okay, Priyanka.
Ma'am, can you scroll down? Ma'am, what is written after it? Watch, shoes, etc. And you, I'm gonna scroll down. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, I was just waiting for both of you to say yes.
Okay. No, I was actually asking what is written after watch, shoes, etc. And like, this one, black one.
Defense.
Difference of it.
Yeah, defense goods and defense good, like guns, fighter craft.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Kashika, finish.
Yeah, I've done too.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you show the examples?
There-
Okay, both of you finish.
Yes, ma'am.